Hey guys and gals, it's your buddy Drew with Living History's Mysteries and Ferocious Feline Productions. You know, the nice thing about looking into not only history, but the many mysteries that it left behind are the what ifs. There's so many of those what ifs. Looking back, that you can't help but ask that question, have we done this all before? Today, we're going to take a very unique look at the belief that we have that some of this technology that has been found in tombs in ancient Egypt and the pyramids and the cities of Central and South America, back at the cradle of life in Africa. And by the time this is all said and done and it's explained, you just might catch yourself asking, what if? Check this out. This is good. Ursula, activate video.
Video geared up on your command, Captain. In 3, 2, 1.
Throughout history, we've been taught that the modern age of technology is the pinnacle of human achievement, a triumph of reason and innovation. But what if I told you that our current civilization isn't the first to harness advanced technology? What if the steampunk era was not a fictional fantasy, but a real chapter in human history? One that was deliberately erased, forgotten, or suppressed. In this video, we're going to explore why the steampunk age was more than just an aesthetic, why it might have been a legitimate period of advanced technology hidden from the public, and how elements like radium and free energy might have been the keys to the incredible innovations of the past. Imagine a time not so long ago, perhaps just a few hundred years ago, where the steampunk age was real, not merely a fanciful genre of fiction, but a genuine era where clockwork technology, steam power, and mechanical precision ruled the day. The discovery of the Antikythera mechanism is just a clue in the broader picture, a breadcrumb pointing toward a forgotten golden age. What if this steampunk era wasn't something from the distant past, but was a part of a lost chapter in history, deliberately obscured by those who wish to control the narrative? What if we've been conditioned to believe that the current era of digital technology and rapid advancement is the pinnacle of human achievement, when, in fact, we are standing upon the shoulders of a far more advanced and complex civilization that existed just a few centuries ago? Think about it. We have some of the most elaborate steam-powered devices and clockwork mechanisms in museums, and yet we're told that we invented such things only relatively recently. What if those machines weren't the result of some isolated Victorian invention, but rather the rediscovery of technologies lost or suppressed from an earlier time? The very idea that we're the wisest or most advanced civilization could crumble if we connected the dots between these mysterious artifacts and a hidden steampunk past. Why would those in power want to disconnect us from the truth? Simple. Because acknowledging such a time period would not only undermine the progress narrative, but would also challenge the legitimacy of the modern power structures that profit from controlling technological development, energy, and resources. If we were to connect the dots and recognize that advanced civilizations existed and thrived with such technologies in the past, it would debunk the myth that we are living in a period of unprecedented wisdom and progress. It could mean that our modern age isn't the peak of human achievement, but rather the latest in a cyclical pattern of lost and rediscovered knowledge. By keeping us disconnected from this reality, Those in control prevent us from realizing our true potential, from tapping into the deep well of forgotten technologies and wisdom. If we embraced this steampunk era as part of our historical timeline, we would see that there is far more to human history than what is currently taught. It would be a wake-up call, a reminder that our current way of life might be just one chapter in a much older, more intricate story. So again, consider the Antikythera mechanism, a marvel of ancient engineering, dating back to around 100 BCE. This device, a mechanical analog computer, was designed to predict astronomical positions and eclipses. Its intricate gear system is so advanced that we believed such technology could only emerge millennia later, in the industrial age. But what if this wasn't the start of technology's development? What if, instead, it was the legacy of an even more advanced civilization that understood and utilized complex mechanisms far earlier than we assumed? What if, in this speculative scenario, the very idea of progress is a bit of a mirage? Picture this. Ancient civilizations, those long before ours, held knowledge and wisdom that was far more advanced in certain aspects than we currently possess. Think about the pyramids of Egypt, the mathematical precision of the Mayans, or the philosophical depths of the ancient Greeks. They were not mere primitive cultures. They understood things about the universe, consciousness, and energy that we are just beginning to scratch the surface of today. Now, imagine that this knowledge wasn't lost, but simply reabsorbed into the cycles of human history. Like a great cosmic tide, this wisdom comes in waves, rising at certain moments in time only to fade and retreat when humanity becomes too distracted or misdirected by material pursuits. What if we're living in a period where we are repeating an ancient cycle of rediscovery? In this alternate reality, the world's greatest thinkers, artists, and scientists, those we consider to be at the cutting edge of today's knowledge, are not truly discovering new frontiers. Instead, they're tapping into a deep well of ancient wisdom that has always been there, cycling through human consciousness in various forms. In fact, what we consider modern breakthroughs in science and technology may merely be the latest reincarnation of ideas and concepts that have existed for millennia. We might think of ourselves as the smartest civilization ever, but in truth, our advancements could be just rediscoveries of truths that have always been known by those who were aware enough to see beyond the veil of time. In essence, what we consider the pinnacle of human achievement in 2025 could just be a fragment of a much deeper, eternal knowledge that has been passed down through forgotten and hidden channels across the ages. What if, right now, we are at the edge of the same wisdom that ancient civilizations were privy to? We could be witnessing not just progress, but a deep, cyclical process of human awakening, one that happened over and over again, each time forgotten, only to return when the collective consciousness is ready to remember. As we turn our gaze to the early 1900s, the age of zeppelins and airships, we uncover even more mysteries. These massive flying ships seem to glide effortlessly through the skies, utilizing technologies that went beyond the conventional understanding of propulsion and lift. What if the secret behind their success wasn't just hydrogen or hot air, but something more, something like radium? A radioactive element that could not only serve as a power source, but could potentially interact with the Earth's electromagnetic fields to provide infinite lift and energy. Radium, with its radioactive properties, was once considered a miraculous substance. It wasn't just used in watches or medical treatments, it was also a potential energy source. Imagine this. What if early airships were tethered to tall buildings, connected to grounding poles that drew energy from the Earth itself? Energy that powered these ships without the need for conventional fuels. What if radium's byproducts, like helium, were not just used for buoyancy, but as a key ingredient in the flying ship's incredible capabilities? After World War II, radium became a symbol of fear, its association with the devastating effects of radiation forever tainting its reputation. But what if the real reason behind the suppression of radium was not simply its dangers, but the advanced technology it once powered? What if this very substance was the key to free energy systems and anti-gravitic technologies, systems so powerful that those in control of the narrative felt the need to erase them from history to maintain their grip on energy and technological advancement? But how can we prove that this steampunk era, this lost chapter of human history, was real? The evidence is scattered throughout time, with ancient artifacts like the Antikythera mechanism, early 20th century airships, and suppressed knowledge about free energy. To reconnect these dots, we need to think beyond the mainstream history we've been taught. It's time to question the stories we've been given and look at the evidence with a fresh perspective. And when better as we enter the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius aligns perfectly with the idea that ancient secrets and wisdom of the past are returning to the collective consciousness. Aquarius is often associated with intellectual freedom, a break from tradition, and the democratization of knowledge. As a fixed air sign, Aquarius represents stability within change. While mutable signs are known for constant transformation and cardinal signs drive initiation, Aquarius brings a sense of balance and permanence, which provides the fertile ground for long-lasting shifts in human awareness. Now picture this. As we enter the age of Aquarius, it's not just about external technological advancements, but about a deep internal shift in how humanity perceives the universe and its place in it. What if this golden age is not simply about material wealth or technological prowess, but about a profound awakening to the forgotten wisdom of ancient traditions, esoteric teachings, metaphysical insights, and occult knowledge that has been buried, ignored, or suppressed for centuries? As we move through this period, the collective consciousness might begin to open up, reclaiming the knowledge and practices that were once relegated to secret societies, mystical schools, or hidden cults. This age of stability and transformation could allow us to revisit these ancient systems not just as mystical, abstract beliefs, but as profound ways to interact with the universe. We might begin to understand the deeper connections between energy, matter, and consciousness. Imagine a world where the ancient teachings of sacred geometry, astrology, alchemy, and even forgotten spiritual practices aren't just academic curiosities or fantastical myths, but actual tools for understanding and navigating our world. In this speculative reality, the Golden Age wouldn't be some utopian paradise driven by material wealth, but a shift toward a more conscious, interconnected existence. It's a time when the veil lifts and humanity, in its collective awakening, remembers its true potential, reclaiming the ancient wisdom that has always been a part of us. The secrets of the past would no longer be hidden or esoteric, but instead available to all who seek them, leading to a period of unprecedented enlightenment. And further, the idea of water as a memory keeper is profound and ties beautifully into the symbolism of Aquarius. Water has always been more than just a physical substance. It's a living, flowing force that carries the imprints of time. Think about it. From the moment water is created, it is part of an ongoing cycle. It evaporates, travels through the atmosphere, falls as rain, and flows through the earth, always carrying traces of what it has encountered along the way. Just like human consciousness, water has a way of holding on to its past memories, and when it returns, it's as if it's bringing memories back from the journey. The Aquarius archetype, the water bearer, is more than just a symbol of intellectualism or the dissemination of knowledge. It's about the flow and recycling of that knowledge. What if this is the time when the waters of ancient wisdom, esoteric teachings, spiritual practices, and forgotten truths are being poured back into the collective consciousness, just like the water that nourishes the earth when it rains? The wisdom of the past doesn't die, it simply evaporates into the ether, waiting to return when the world is ready to receive it again. The cyclic nature of water, its endless flow, its ability to adapt, its capacity to remember is a direct reflection of how these ancient secrets move in cycles throughout time, sometimes hidden, sometimes revealed, but always present. In essence, the age of Aquarius is like a cosmic rebirth, a chance for humanity to align once again with the ancient knowledge that has always been there, waiting to resurface and guide us into a new era. The first step is to dive deeper into the technological artifacts of the past. Study the mechanisms, the materials, and the designs of early machines with a critical eye. Examine the unexplained gaps in history, like the sudden disappearance of free energy research or the suppression of certain technologies after World War II. Question why certain inventions, like those involving radium, were abandoned despite their potential. And perhaps most importantly, we need to rediscover and reframe the narrative of human history, connecting the dots between ancient technologies, suppressed knowledge, and the lost steampunk era that once existed. If we truly want to reconfigure our historical past, we must break free from the limitations of traditional narratives and challenge the myths that have been woven into our collective memory. The steampunk era wasn't just a fictional genre, it was a time when humanity, or at least certain factions of it, harnessed knowledge and technologies that could have reshaped the world. By re-examining our history and uncovering the lost truths, we can reconnect with the knowledge of the ancients, rediscover the power of free energy, and perhaps even create a new future built upon the forgotten wisdom of the past. The truth is out there, waiting to be uncovered. It's time we reconnect with our forgotten history and shape a new era for humanity.
Video complete.
Welcome back. You know, it's like I was saying at the beginning. We come across these devices, these calculators, these models, and scientists, archaeologists believe that these things were planted there closer to our time period now and not ancient relics of a bygone era. Many scientists, many theorists believe that we are going through a second or even a third cycle in man's existence, that we've done this all before or something like it. I've always been a huge fan of steampunk, and the idea, the concept of stopping our industrial revolution, our industrial evolution at steam power fascinates me. Where would we be today if we didn't have internal combustion engines, if we didn't use nuclear power, if we weren't doing more damage to the earth as we as human beings grow? What would the world be like today? What would we be like today? In this video, they're giving you guys an idea of what these technologies that are found, what these devices would have been like and what they done back 3,000 years ago, when some of them have been carbon dated to have been created. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below what you think about an actual steam era 1,000 years before the birth of Christ. And if you have any ideas for upcoming videos, things you'd like to see, leave a comment down below. And if you're new here, you are more than welcome to join our little family. Subscribe, like, share, and comment yourself. Let us know that you're new here. And I always say, the more the merrier, the bigger the family, the happier I am. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. And we'll see you out there.